Welcome, Miss Barbara. I'm so glad you could join me today. I wanted to talk about your principalship at Sunnydale Elementary. I understand you've been with us about 18 months now, and we've had the opportunity to talk several times. And today I would like to talk about some issues that I see. I've taken a good look at the data, and I've sent that to you, and I know that you've had an opportunity to look at it as well. And I wonder what concerns you have before I tell you what my concerns are.
Well, I really don't have any concerns other than I know that, I do have concerns. I need to work on my math and my science scores.
Okay. And I do see that in the data as well. Your science scores are fairly low, and the math scores seem to go down as the grades go up. So it looks like your fourth graders aren't doing as well as your third graders, and your fifth graders aren't doing as well as your fourth graders. Do you have an idea why that might be happening?
I put a lot of emphasis on reading.
Okay, and that shows, and that's a really good thing. That's kudos to you that your reading scores have increased every year. And while they're certainly not at the level that we want them to be, we're very excited, and you should be too, and really congratulate your teachers. Is it possible that some of the things that you've put in place for your reading strategies could be used to increase your math scores as well?
Yes.
Okay. That would be great. What are some of the things that you used?
We've done extending our time for literacy.
Okay.
And we've done intervention groups within the classrooms other than their guided reading groups. We've also pulled kids together to work on intervention with like reading comprehension strategies. Also with kids that we knew that needed vocabulary and phonics work, we grouped those together and worked on those.
Okay, well those are all great strategies, and I would encourage you to use those same strategies to increase your math and science scores. I took a really close look at your teacher worker survey, and it reflects that you're doing PLCs, professional learning communities, which is wonderful, and that would be a great forum to use to really work on increasing those scores. I also noticed in looking at this that there's an attendance issue at your school. The district attendance rate is 95.7% and yours is 94.2%. Do you have any ideas about why that might be?
No, other than the parents either have problems getting up or just our older kids, they just let them stay at home when they want to stay at home.
Okay. Well, I think that we have lots of things that you can tap in order to help with that. You have a school social worker, and certainly your school social worker can get involved in those cases and go out and talk with parents and help them get their children to school or give them what they need. You also have a parent rep at your school, and that person is integral in really getting people there, just getting kids to school. We could also look at maybe some kind of incentive program. One of the other things that was very clear in the teacher working survey is that parents are not feeling as connected with the school as we would like them to, and they're not feeling like they're a part of the decision making. And so that's something that I would really like to target. And maybe one of the things to do through that forum is to look at the attendance piece. Do you have a parent advisory committee?
I do.
Okay. And are they really active, or is that something that we could really work on?
I have a parent advisory committee, and since I've been there 18 months, it has changed. So there are some members that were very pertinent to that committee that have switched, and I don't think parents are happy. And so that is an area that I do know I will need support with from you.
And do you attend those meetings, the parent advisory?
Sometimes.
Okay, I would really encourage you, since we're seeing not only the parents that are saying they're not feeling like they're involved in the decision making, but also in the teacher working survey it talks about the teachers feeling somewhat disconnected in the decision making. I would encourage you to try to make as many of those meetings as you can, both the parent advisory committee and the PLC. And the reason why I suggest that is because I know that you have a very strong vision and mission in mind, and you have set goals for your school, but I'm not sure that everyone understands what those goals are or how you want to get to them. So I really want you to step up and be that strategic leader and really emphasize what your vision is, and say that in every forum that you can. And when you show up, it also shows that you care and that you're there for the instructional piece. The other piece that there are actually two other pieces that I'm really concerned about. One is the discipline piece. I see one of the great things that you've done is you've implemented a code of conduct, and the teachers working survey shows that parents understand the code of conduct and teachers understand it. The problem is the consistency in the implementation. And so I would like you to work on that piece. I know that you only have a 50% assistant principal, but I would make sure that you're really meeting with that principal and you're looking at those processes and procedures, and that the consistency is put into place, because teachers are feeling like it's not a safe environment, and that's something we definitely don't want to happen. The other piece is that instructional piece. I really want you to take a close look at that. You have some great teachers that in EVAS are showing up at the blue level, and so those teachers have mastery. Certainly we want to work to increase your nationally board certified teachers, and we want to work to increase your teachers pursuing their masters, but part of that will come out of them stepping into leadership roles in the school, and so I want you to really look at that and think about how can you get those teachers more involved. I want you to monitor homework, because only 50% of our parents are feeling like the homework is useful, and that's pretty scary when half the parents are feeling like what their kids are getting is not appropriate. Tell me a little bit about the technology piece, because the teacher working survey shows that you have the technology and the teachers feel like they have access to it, and you actually have the best internet in the district, but you only have 1% that are connecting to that. So tell me about that piece.
So I think there is a lot of technology in the building, but the teachers have not been trained properly on how to use like their smart boards. Also with the different programs that we have installed for student intervention, the proper training has not been done. That is something that I've been trying to work on, trying to get quotes for, so I can get the person or several people to come in to actually do training for my staff.
Okay.
With the teacher turnover, there is only a few here that still know when the equipment was initially installed how to properly use it.
And you do have an 82% turnover rate, or retention rate, so that that leaves you with a high turnover rate, and so I do understand that. One of the things that I would like to do is I would like to pair you with the principal of Happydale Elementary School, because she has been there a very long time and can really help you put together a professional development plan that will address some of those issues, especially regarding instruction, because we certainly want our kids to get high quality instruction. I also would like to pair you with someone from our human resources department, because they can help you with that recruitment and also with the retention of our teachers. We don't want our expert teachers to leave. We want them to be satisfied and comfortable and feel like they're decision makers in the district, and we also want them to be able to mentor our younger teachers, because I think you have a lot of talent in your building. We just want to move them to that master level so that you're getting that quality instruction. Are you doing walkthroughs?
I am.
Okay, and so that's really important. I want them to see you out in the building. I want you to be very visible, and again, I want you to be putting your vision out there. I want you to be putting your mission out there, and I want you to be working on the culture. One of the very positive things I saw in the teacher working survey is that your teachers feel like their successes are celebrated, and so that's really important for the morale and for the culture, so I want you to continue to do that. I certainly think that you need to have a mentor, and you haven't been in the principalship very long, and you've made some great changes, but I think really focusing on that instructional piece and that discipline piece, and then really the parent piece as well. Those are the three pieces that I would like to target, and along with that instructional piece comes the technology piece as well. So I'm so glad you came in to talk to me today. I think we put together a really good plan. How are you feeling?
I have your support.
Great, and you do, and anything I can do to help, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. We're a team, so I want you to know that as well. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.